The Elegance of the Gothic Dress and Society in Europe, 12,000 to 1450, by Jacob Gutierrez. So, the introduction to the Gothic period. From 1200 to 1450, Gothic Europe saw a transformation in fashion shaped by architecture, religion, social order. Regions like France, England, and Germany led this cultural shift. Gothic art and fashion. Fashion echoed Gothic architecture. Tall headdresses like hennin mimicked cathedral spires, while flowing garments resembled stained glass and arches. Women's fashion. Women wore tight-fitting bodices, long sleeves, and gowns layered with surcoats. Silhouettes were elongated and emphasized grace and modesty. Men's fashion. Men wore tunics, hose, and cloaks. Garments often showed their status and were designed for mobility, influenced by military wear. Accessories and hairstyles. Accessories included jeweled brooches, purses, and belts. Women wore elaborate headdresses and veils. Men had cropped or chin-length hair. Clothing by class. Nobles, as you can see on the right-hand side, wore silk and velvet with embroidery. The middle class imitated the elite, while peasants wore wool, linen in muted tones. There were sumptuary laws. These laws restricted fabrics and colors by class. Only nobles could wear fur-lined or silk garments, reinforcing visible class distinctions because they took on fines whenever they wore these clothing. Gender roles and dress. Men's fashion reflected authority. Women's dress embodied piety and family honor. Hairstyles and clothing reinforced these ideas. As you can see here, they had veils or they were often covered from their hair. Political and social influences. Fashion reflected power structures. Trade introduced luxury fabrics, and court culture dictated the elite's style. Religious influences. The church encouraged modesty, religious motifs adorned the garments, and the clergy wore luxurious vestments. Fashion and art. So, embroidery and garment design mimicked religious art, such as stained glass. Dress was another form of visual storytelling aligned with spiritual ideas. Fashion and music. Church music events had dress codes tied to the liturgical calendar. Music reinforced the social order mirrored in fashion. Surviving influences. So, Gothic elements live on in academic gowns, Gothic subculture, and designer fashion, such as, for example, McQueen or John Galliano, as you can see here on the left and the right. Some modern parallels. Wedding dresses and haute couture often use Gothic silhouettes. Gothic art and fashion influence today's dramatic aesthetics. In conclusion, Gothic fashion expressed faith, class, and beauty. It mirrored Gothic cathedrals and still influences formal and artistic fashion today. Here are my cited sources.